Good afternoon, and almost even. We're in the city of Vaughn, County Richland, the state of Illinois, and it's time for the O'Neill Factor. www.oneillfactor.com. Today we have a volunteer firefighter violating state and city ordinance, illegally parking on and across a firewalk. Mayor Vaughn and City Council, right here. This is what type of firefighters you like? Right here. They should have respect for our citizens. You notice that? That's right. Not just parked on the direction going east to west on East Main Street with an 800 block, but we'll stand right here on North Mill. There's a sidewalk that's supposed to go all the way down to the hospital over by Locust, on East Locust. And when I turn around, it goes over to East Main. Mayor Vaughn and City Council and local law enforcement OPD, Richland County Sheriff's Department, State Police, Jesse White, State Police, the Secretary of State's office, a firefighter of this city is violating state law by parking on and across a public sidewalk, which our mayor and city council, law enforcement officers, and everyone else disregard the laws and have within this community since I lived here 29.25 years. Prior to walking home from A.D.A. and getting groceries, as coming to this intersection, you see right here is a red light. On the opposite side, there was two buses at red lights. The one closer to the public forum was parked behind a public crosswalk. The second one was parked on and across the public crosswalk in violation of state law as well, city ordinance. And I told that to driver and passenger in the vehicle a block up the road to open up the window. They said that's illegal. I said that's what I've been saying. The mayor and city council, the law enforcement office, the city crew, just violate the law. They don't care. They sit there and watch them violate the law. And I asked, do you really want your children or someone else's children traveling on a school bus where the driver drives illegal and recklessly and violates Illinois traffic code laws? She says no, and that's my point. This is what the O'Neill Factor is about. One of the main reasons, there's endless reasons. This program is about showing that our elected officials, law enforcement officers, state officials don't do their job. This person is passed up. We got a second vehicle parking on and across the sidewalks since this time right here. Notice it? Right here. Parking on and illegally on a public sidewalk. See that? The reason why these poles were put in here because they're parking at times, especially in the summertime, on the grass right here where the dirt is now, and we're almost about to hit the fire hydrant. So those poles, were painted to keep them hitting the fire hydrant. Now let's see if this is the gentleman in the near future who's in the chair who will be coming out the barber shop to get in the fire vehicle, which is his own. See, he's playing around the vehicle. See? You think it's funny? He's in the barber shop. See, violating the law. He just set up his vehicle with his key inside. Think it's a joke. Now I ask people all throughout the United States, do you think it's a joke when firefighters, voluntary or not, legally park on our public sidewalks, denying people to walk, pedestrians up and down, especially those with disabilities and wheelchairs, to have access to get from one place to another? That violates the American Disabilities Act, the A.D.A. So many laws within our federal government and state governments throughout the United States of America. Maybe this guy, if he comes out, he may want to answer the questions. That who's inside still, why he is violating law. And this vehicle right here, see, it's on the public sidewalk. He's violating the law. See, public sidewalk, right here, violating the law. Look, he's gonna drive down the sidewalk. Look at him. He's gonna go out here. See, this is what we're talking about. People in this community do not care. And the reason why they don't care, the mayor, city council, city manager, and a former city attorney, as well the state's attorneys, some were judges, some were not, law enforcement. Hey, Mary Spellman, look right here, you see the violation to the law? Yeah, she's upset, she knows. Hey Mary, you're on the old nail factor. She's going home, she lives right down on North Mill Street. Probably see her turn into a driveway, maybe not, depending on the distance. She's stopped at the intersection of Butler and North Mill Street. She lives at least within the next block down. She'll make a right into a driveway. She's going to turn into a house right now, yeah. This is what I'm talking about, that disregard and disrespect for the laws. But the mayor loves to run his trap. At the same time violate the laws that he speaks of himself, and let others of the community violate the laws that he speaks of, and treats people indifferent, such as me, Brian James O'Neill II. Yeah, the old Neil Factor, CEO, owner. But that's the thing, you can never beat the O'Neill factor. There is no spin, it's all fact. What you see, you get. And the truth just comes out. They continue their pattern, and everything gets recorded. Everything goes live. And there's no way to discredit their behavior, their conduct. Complain, foolish boating. This is why America is the way it is today. And they want to make excuses. But guess what? Each and every city, township, every person, starts with each family person, has a responsibility. But our government and its elected officials are not upholding the Founding Fathers' laws, values. All they're doing is going out, promising things that they're prohibited from doing, not upholding the law, letting people violate laws, law enforcement not doing their jobs like they say. It's called a brotherly love. It's a law enforcement. It's corruption. We stick up for each other. We don't tell on each other. But guess what? They don't like it because the old Neil factor already brought it to you. Officer Clark at OPD. He had the guts to go down there and interfere or speak with me, what do you want to call it, during one of my interviews in the past, under I think 9 and 10, and there's another concerning pedestrian violations within the city of Vaughn, County Richland, state of Illinois, and told me right on film as well audio that several people had went into cases, had called OPD to come down, saying that I am videotaping them, which this proves this is all they know how to do in the city of Vaughn, County Richland, state of Illinois, is lie, lie, lie. When they don't get their way, they lie, lie, lie. When the cops were called on, like getting called to the scene, they file false charges, they rig the call, the police statements and everything, the police getting their corruption, they hear false police reports, and individuals lie, state's attorney files corrupted, frivolous information, and that alone could be a major lawsuit and throw the state's attorney in prison and other elected officials, and it's called prosecutorial misconduct. You wonder why people who are innocent end up in prison. And this is why police always complain in our state legislatures about not being able to record a police officer. So the persons, individuals, would have the evidence to back themselves up and show that the police are dirty, or the individuals who claim false things, and the government, the state's attorney, are. They just don't like that. And this is what they use for hate crime. They don't like someone who goes out there and speaks about their corruption, their wrongdoings, like Jack Hauser mentioned. They hound them, they harass them, they file false charges. But guess what? They get thrown out. And guess who did it cost? That's right, you, the taxpayers. This is the kind of stuff that's done to blacks, I mean really bad, which they call American citizens, you know, African Americans these days too. They disrespect people with disabilities. And let me tell you something, people with disabilities are of no gender, of no color, no race or ancestor. We are of all classifications. And our government, our presidents of the United States, our congressmen, our governors, our legislators, all the way down to the local government bodies along with law enforcement officers, have forever refused to protect people with disabilities and others. And I want to leave a message with you people. If you think you don't got a disability, anyone become disabled, have a